Some mysteries refuse to be forgotten. Some legends never fade. And some conspiracies demand to be uncovered. This is Codename Unknown. Mysteries, conspiracies, and legends. Where expert investigator and host Jackson Wolf dives deep into history's most perplexing enigmas, chilling folklore, and secretive cover-ups. Each week, he pushes the boundaries of what we know, uncovering hidden truths and questioning the stories we've been told. The search for answers begins now. Open your mind, question everything, and step into the shadows.
Welcome back, everyone, to another engaging episode of Codename Unknown, Mysteries, Conspiracies, and Legends. I'm your host, Jackson Wolf, and today we're diving into a topic that stirs the imagination and sends shivers down the spine: the haunting of abandoned places and the urban legends that surround them. Abandoned places have always held a particular fascination for us, haven't they? They are remnants of the past, a collage of stories, histories, and sometimes mysteries that linger in our collective memory. Today, we'll embark on a journey through these forgotten sites, peeling back the layers of myth and reality to uncover the truths hidden beneath the surface. To begin, let's define what we mean by urban legends in the context of abandoned places. Urban legends are modern folklore, stories passed down, often with a grain of truth, but embellished by the cultural and historical contexts in which they develop. When tied to abandoned places, these legends become more profound, as they intertwine the eerie atmosphere of desolate sites with tales of the supernatural. Such locations might be old hospitals turned asylums, shuttered theme parks, or forgotten industrial sites. Their untouched, often dilapidated beauty naturally evokes a sense of mystery and melancholy, which makes them the perfect backdrop for stories about apparitions and unsolved mysteries. Take, for instance, the widely known story of the abandoned asylum. Hospitals and asylums are often at the heart of urban legends, largely due to their historical associations with suffering and death. These massive, labyrinthine structures, once teeming with human activity, are now silent, but the echoes of their past linger in the form of ghostly apparitions and strange, unexplainable noises. Visitors to such sites often report a palpable sense of being watched, chilled by the thought of spirits trapped in the echoes of their own misery. Let's shift our focus to an example of an abandoned theme park. These spaces, ironically intended for joy and entertainment, can take on a darker tone when left to decay. There is one such site, Lake Shawnee Amusement Park in West Virginia, that epitomizes this transformation. The park, reportedly built atop a Native American burial ground, was the site of numerous tragic accidents, including the death of 2 young children. It's this tragic past that gives rise to stories of hauntings and spectral apparitions, stories that foster a sense of unease rooted in the juxtaposition of innocence and tragedy. Then, there are locations like the remnants of industrial complexes, where urban legends often revolve around workers who met untimely or violent ends in the bowels of these once thriving giants. It should be noted that the fascination with these places often transcends their spooky atmospheres. There's also a psychological element affectionately dubbed ruin porn, an intrigue in documenting and exploring the decay of modern society. These looming giants are concrete and steel monuments to human endeavor, now silent, remembered by the ghosts of progress long halted. We are drawn to the ghostly because it allows us to confront our fears of mortality, the unknown, and the loss of what once was. Culturally, these legends serve as mementos or cautionary tales about the things we might lose and what might become of what we leave behind. They tap into an underlying human desire to understand and possibly control the unknown. And yet, as these stories are passed down, they become detached from their origin, morphing to fit the cultural and emotional needs of the storytellers. Now, as urban legends grow, they often have unintended consequences on local communities. Locations like these can either become a boon to local tourism or a bane, a place that evokes fear, preserves a negative stigma, or attracts undesirable attention. The presence of paranormal investigators and thrill seekers can invigorate local economies, giving communities a reason to preserve and promote what would otherwise become forgotten relics. On the other hand, these legends can lead to neglect and further decay if the site becomes unwelcome due to its dark reputation. While we explore these stories, I encourage you all, our curious thinkers, to reflect on any personal encounters you may have had with urban legends or abandoned places. Have you walked through an empty factory and felt something near, or perhaps ventured through a hushed, wooded area to uncover a derelict building cloaked in mystery? These stories, these experiences, become part of our own modern folktales, shaping how we perceive and narrate human history and experience. As we approach the end of our chilling journey today, let's remember that the stories and their settings often reflect our fascination with the blurred lines between reality and fiction. They invite us to question what might lie beyond our understanding and challenge us to discover what hidden truths can be found in places long forgotten by the modern world. It's been a thrilling ride through some of the most spine-tingling urban legends intertwined with abandoned locations. So, what do you believe? Are these tales mere fiction, or is there truth lurking in their shadows? Thank you for joining me on this exploration through the legends that reside in forgotten places. If today's episode stirred up stories of your own, I invite you to share them with us. Who knows, your story or theory might be featured in a future deep dive. As always, stay curious, keep questioning, and continue to walk with us through the rabbit hole of mysteries. Until next time, this is Jackson Wolf signing off from Codename Unknown, Mysteries, Conspiracies, and Legends.
You've been listening to Codename Unknown, Mysteries, Conspiracies, and Legends. The search for answers never stops, and the truth is always waiting to be uncovered. If you enjoyed the journey, subscribe to us, and don't miss what's next. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning everything.